We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down run. He gets maybe 3. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Up the middle they go. Weaver. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Throwing. Hooker. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He was right up in his glove. He keeps a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Hooker's going to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. First down, Titans. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Weaver. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Looking to throw. Hooker. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. You talk about this Titan defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith, 67 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Hooker. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they're going to third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Running back was making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Hooker. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward. I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. A quick throw here out to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They go play action with Hurts. Firing quickly, but It's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
It's 3rd and 15.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Eagles 7.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra points have been down. 10 and 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Second and 10. Hooker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hooker. Well, throw here right sideline. It's incomplete.
I see some out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On first down, Weaver. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Eagles 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, some strong running.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6.
And they'll go on the ground.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle they go. It's Weaver. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. His throw incomplete.
Too much heat on it.
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air on it. Instead he fell absolutely. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here's Hooker to throw it.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to get the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw over the middle, he's got Rucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And he's got room. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Won't away with all.
Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
No problem there. It's time to field goal.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try and run here with Swift.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Weaver. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Hooker's going to throw it. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing. Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Weaver, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's a run by Spears. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, this will be good.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Hooker. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's a Titans touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On 2nd down, Swift. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Hurts. They'll get that complete to Alvarado. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity.
There he goes, right side. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Steps up. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Titans. They find some open field here. Down the sideline it goes. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
The Spears with another carry.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third and 4. Looking to throw. Hooker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Ready?
Hooker on 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Weaver. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done, because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
3rd and 2. Now Hooker. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down throw here. It's Hooker. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Come on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Weaver. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. But just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They go play action with Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Ready.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So not only do they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Oh, it's a wobbler here. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
First throw complete there to Smith. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up across the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you